And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting fives for both teams. As we're just about ready to get this one started. What a sight, a sky-high perspective of the beautiful city of New Orleans, where we're bringing you action tonight. Welcome to this Thursday night in the NBA. Right here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. And checking out Utah's opening lineup, Conley and Mitchell, the talented backcourt pair. Gobert is out there with O'Neale. And it's Bogdanovic in at the 3. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with Ball, and it's Adams in at the center position. Clark, what do you think is the most important thing a player has to focus on when it's this early in the season?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. One is just doing your job, understanding how you best do your job for your team, and then getting comfortable with your teammates and being able to handle the nuances of game plans as you approach different opponents, the mental aspect of getting ready to perform at a high level.
Now here is Conley. Passes to Bogdanovic. Good D by Williamson.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight.
Bledsoe passes to Adams. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. He can't hit that time. Good D by Bogdanovic. Here's Conley. They get it back. Mitchell's shot is good.
One of the more powerful young guards in our game. Mitchell loves to attack the heart of the defense.
Conley against Ball. Pass to Ingram. Kicks it out to Williamson. Ball from long range. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
Lonzo becoming more consistent with his catch-and-shoot jumper. I know it doesn't look that good, but it's got a nice touch on it, and it's effective.
To the inside. Kicks it out to Mitchell. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Now, here's Ball. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Chicago, and it's Williamson missing.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Here's O'Neale. The pass to Conley. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Can't be this assertive with Williamson. He's already a pro at drawing you in and getting the call.
First trip to the line for him here.
And he didn't do him any favors in their last game. His performance at the line was porous.
Well, it was a narrow loss, and you think about the misses he had from the line, that could have been a different story had he made them. And, you know, with his free throw percentage being where it was last season, it changed the way teams defended him. I mean, there were no easy baskets. He was going to get fouled anytime he got near the rim. They were going to make him earn his points at the line.
And the expectations for Williamson are sky high. A superb athlete whose skill set and drive to be great is off the charts.
He's off on the second.
And you can see that even though he ties the game up, disappointed he couldn't give him the lead.
Boy, he's got to be disappointed in the result there. I mean, the defender really didn't make any impact at all.
Now here's Ingram, and the shot goes in.
Yeah, you know, he's slight of build, lanky and long and athletic, but he still finishes through contact, and he's not afraid to go in there and take the hit either.
Here's Conley. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Here's Mitchell. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Mitchell's got 6. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I did have a chance to speak with Stan Van Gundy. He knows they'll get an advantage if they can neutralize Rudy Gobert on the offensive end. Gobert's height and presence inside makes it really difficult for help defenders to leave him on drives. They'll try to stay at home in the rotations a bit more because of that. But that's a pick-your-poison situation. Guys?
All right, David, thanks.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Now ball. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Williamson. And, yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
Boy, a very hard foul that time, and the officials had to slap him with the flagrant. I mean, you can't let him get away with that kind of contact.
Yeah, gee, that's an easy call for the officials to make when there's that much contact. The league is really cracking down on those sort of plays. He misses the free throw. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid.
No
and now
kidding.
He's an all-star last year. And, you know, I think they're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly heading to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Bledsoe against Mitchell. And Adams with the slam.
You know, Bledsoe has developed his passing skills to the point where you've got to respect that part of his game. He's doing a nice job finding his open guys.
Jazz have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Outside Conley. And Utah, another three.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
And it's Ball penetrating. A putback, and it's Adams on the follow.
They have to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Mitchell outside. Clarkson passes to Bogdanovic. Down low, here's Mitchell, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
And the first one drops.
And how fearless is Donovan Mitchell? I mean, as a rookie, in his first playoff series, he went off for 38 in a closeout game against none other than Russell Westbrook.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Adams. Josh Hart comes in for Ingram. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Eric Bledsoe. And Mitchell drops them both. And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the Pelicans. They trail by 3. The tray. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, you know, it's a quirky release. There's no denying that. But he's a reliable shooter and scorer from the perimeter. Lonzo Ball making it happen.
Now, here's Clarkson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. And that one hits back iron.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Here is the 2K leaderboard with the list of last season's top three-point shooters. J.J. Redick is second.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
And he's good on the second. Here's Ball. 9 points in the game so far. There's 1:17 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hart. Six to shoot. Floats it up for Williamson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
This is what we came to see, right? Go ahead, Zion. Do your thing on the alley-oop.
Clarkson kicks to Mitchell. Favors. Great positioning on the putback.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Back to Ball. There's 31 seconds left in the first quarter of the game.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
New Orleans in the lead, and New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Hart. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson.
You know, confidence is a big part of success in the NBA, and when Hart is assertive like this, it helps him get going.
Here's Mitchell. Again, the Jazz score.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
From deep three-point range, it's been all about Lonzo Ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. And it was from three-point range where he did the most damage. He knocked down 3 in that quarter. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Them down.
Pelicans leading by 3. They're back. Ball and Redick. Williamson out there with Hernangomez, and it's Hart in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter.
Not a guy you can stop by fouling. Williamson too focused and too powerful.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New Orleans.
Boy, the three-point shot has really been dropping for him early on.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done differently, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of them.
Yes.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Bojan Bogdanovic was a pro in Europe for a decade before he joined the NBA. Croatian sharpshooter says, a lot of players who are happy over there, but I wanted to have another challenge, to play against the best in the world. That was the only thing that was important to me. Guys, he's lived up to that promise.
He loves that challenge, and he's having success. D.A., thank you. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Neale. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Pelicans taking it the other way. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. That one goes in, and it's a 10-point Pelican lead.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
Well, I like the way they're playing. A very smart first half. Quality shots, not wasting possessions.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be facing off against DeMarcus Cousins and the Houston Rockets. Then on Sunday, they'll be taking on Klay Thompson and the Golden State Warriors.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
Looking who's out there now for the Pelicans. Adams, he's checked in for Williamson. Ingram comes in for J.J. Redick. Eric Bledsoe is subbed in for Ball. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. Royce O'Neale comes in for George Niang. Bogdanovic is checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mike Conley in for Donovan Mitchell. Now here's Adams. Really disappointing game for him in that loss to Chicago. Pass to Ingram. Gobert with the block. And now Utah, fast break. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
You know, Clarkson really working on his range, and defenses better wise up to it.
Conley against Bledsoe. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Pelicans shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
And the key for Bledsoe, like it is for most players, is staying motivated and engaged. I mean, he's a big player for this team, an important player for this team.
And Eric Bledsoe drops them both.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
Bogdanovic, no luck. Pelicans leading by 7. Here's Hart. Bogdanovic grabs the miss. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Boy, and you see that ability to pull up off the dribble. Bogdanovic, a little creativity there.
Here's Bledsoe. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Conley. With some arc, and Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Clarkson passes to O'Neale, and that one good.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Knocked loose and stolen by Bogdanovic. Here's Clarkson, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Eric Bledsoe.
As he often does, Clarkson pushing the action, drawing the trip to the line.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Yeah, you know, that was one spot where they didn't have to worry about him at all. I mean, at the free throw line, he was automatic.
First one falls for him. And it's tied up with that one.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Bledsoe passes to Adams. Ingram against Bogdanovic. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Hey, I know Ingram looks a little wispy and light, but his strength is deceptive.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Wound up shooting 85 from the line a season ago, which is an exceptional percentage.
And guys, the numbers don't lie. I mean, he was such a reliable presence at the free throw line all throughout last season.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Williamson's checked in. And that one falls for Ingram.
And Ingram, the former Blue Devil, an extraordinary player who only promises to get better and better.
O'Neal dishes to Clarkson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. 5th on the list, the Pelicans.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
First free throw is good.
And guys, this is the way to stay in the game. They're doing a masterful job from the line. Perfect this quarter.
And both free throws good for Clarkson. For New Orleans, they've gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Bledsoe against Conley. Ingram wide open. It's good from long range. Ingram's got 8 points.
No stopping Ingram when he's in rhythm, especially when he gets a pass in the spot he loves pulling the trigger from.
Conley the pass to Gobert. And there's the pass to Bogdanovic. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Bogdanovic has got 5 points now this quarter.
You've got to spy Bogdanovic because he is good at squaring up and delivering the revenge triple.
And the dunk by Williamson.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
Man, I tell you what, guys, that's a big play to make in a close game. Potential momentum builder there.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz. Zion Williamson with a strong contribution so far, guys, in this one.
And he's just attacking the rim with force here. They need to try and deny him the ball in the paint to keep him away from the basket.
Somebody please stop me. This is me dropping. They just eavesdropping. I don't need nothing. Why you need nothing? They don't need nothing. Just a touchdown. Coming for the bags. They ain't lasting. I got it. Just a touchdown. Hit my line. It's that time. This is the sound. It's a vibe. We look down. It's a vibe. We must now. We are right. I put pressure on these rappers doing numbers, don't I? Drop an album and I go to couple summers, don't I? Got it looking mighty
Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. And Utah also making a switch. Mitchell, he's checked in for Clarkson. And Gobert kicks to Neale. Bogdanovic looking around to the middle. Here's Gobert. Basket good.
Not a whole lot you can do. Even when Gobert is under pressure, he finds a way to finish.
Adams in the high post. He doesn't hit that one. Gobert with the defensive effort. Here's Bogdanovic. O'Neal dishes to Bogdanovic. And Utah again with the bucket.
You know, all Bogdanovic needs is a little bit of wiggle room, and he's ready to let it fly. His shot is always locked and loaded.
Bledsoe outside. Pass to Williamson. Over O'Neal. And there's Williamson on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Williamson's got 9 points in the quarter.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Here's Mitchell. And then Mitchell at the dunk.
What a ferocious finish. Once Mitchell gets some speed behind him, look out.
Conley against Ball. Makes the shot. Basket number 4 this game. Brings him up to 4 for 9. It has been nip and tuck through the first half.
Exactly, guys. The way it's seesawed back and forth, unbelievable.
Now, here is O'Neal. 6 points for him. Ball against Gobert. Here's the lob to Adams. Rebound by Mitchell.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Bogdanovic. Rejected by Ingram.
In addition to being superb on offense, Ingram is also a ridiculously good defender. I mean, his long reach really allows him to come up with a good number of blocks.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great sendback.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense, and that is one heck of a rejection right there.
And so, guys, it's Zion Williamson making things happen for the New Orleans Pelicans. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We come back right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. Zion Williamson was on fire in the first half. He had 13 points, and one of the toughest things for any franchise to do, Shaq, trade your superstar for the unknown. But New Orleans had to deal it.
Listen, NBA players have more say in where they go now, and we're starting to see other sports follow that trend.
Well, fortunately for the Pelicans, though, they gave up a superstar, but when they get a healthy Zion, it might be a great trade.
And that should do it. With the second half about to begin, let's send you back to Kevin Harlan. Go back to Kevin Harlan. Go.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You look at Zion Williamson, guys. In this game, he has been everywhere.
Well, he was putting on a passing clinic in that first half. Set up a lot of their mates.
And, you know, that's what delights him most. That's what he takes most pride in. And he loves being the chief facilitator.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. And so in the game for the Jazz, Conley runs the point with Mitchell flanking him. O'Neal is out there with Bogdanovic. And it's Gobert in at the 5, patrolling the paint.
The know-how that Ingram has, I mean, well aware that the defense is going to hack him in these situations, he just stays the course.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. Both good from the line that time. Jazz trail by 3. O'Neal passes to Mitchell. Over Bledsoe. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Here's Williamson, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the offensive skill set Williamson has off the charts. And the scary thing is, guys, he's only going to keep getting better.
Free throw, no good for Williamson. And so Conley will bring the ball up for the Jazz. It's a 5-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Rockets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again.
Nice look there from Bogdanovic, the shooter keeping an eye peeled and open for the open man.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He shot 3 of 6 from the foul line.
Williamson at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Williamson. And both free throws good for Williamson. Jazz trail by 5. Outside Conley. And Adams sends it back. And here we go. Fast break. Williamson's got it. For 3, Ingram. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 5th assist in this one. Utah's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. And Gobert kicks to Conley. Passes it to Mitchell. And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Ingram against Bogdanovic. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And another 3 for New Orleans.
Yeah, that's 2 straight 3-pointers they've allowed.
Utah calls timeout. checked in for Steven Adams.
And checking out numbers for Brandon Ingram. Great showing for him last season. He averaged about 24 points a game last year, 6 rebounds and 4 assists. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Ooh, this is turning into a slow start here in the second half. Seems like they left that offense in the locker room. They are on fire right now. That's 4 straight makes.
Jazz trailed by 11. Pass to Gobert. Back to Mitchell. Outside Bogdanovic. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Tough finish from Bogdanovic. He's got a nice big frame for a wingman.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
One shot.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Free throw good, Bogdanovic.
You know, you look at Bogdanovic, and this guy is really outstanding at taking high percentage shots, and he's got what I call a natural scoring ability and mentality.
Now here's Bledsoe. He has 5. Inside, Williamson. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Mitchell who brings up the ball for Utah. Trailing by 10. Mitchell is doubled. Bogdanovic wide open. Connects from 3-point range. Bogdanovic has got 13 points.
And a nice, smooth, soft stroke for Bogdanovic. That stroke is pure.
Oh, my goodness! What a play!
Already such a well-coordinated athlete for his size and age. Williamson bringing down the house.
Here's Mitchell. They get it again. And the shot is good. The Pelican lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Gobert.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Now here's Bledsoe. Williamson. And the dunk by Williamson.
This is too easy for Williamson. Once he gets established position, he is ready to attack the rim.
On the pass to Gobert. Clarkson against Ball. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
J.J. Redick's checked in for Lonzo Ball. Utah also making some changes. Derek Favors checked in for Rudy Gobert. George Niang comes in for O'Neal. And it's Joe Ingles in for Bogdanovic. Now here's Williamson. 25 points in the game. Shots good by Hernan Gomez.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Favors against Hernan Gomez. Favors dishes to Mitchell. Over Bledsoe. It's good, and the New Orleans lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket for Mitchell.
He's so strong from mid-range. The D needs to keep in mind what a feel Mitchell has for that shot.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Let's take this chance to see which of last season's teams had the most second chance points in the league. Second, the Pelicans.
This was a team that was really savvy when it came to getting position under the boards and then getting those offensive putbacks.
The free throw drops for Redick.
You know, sometimes the great three-point shooters in the game don't carry that same success to the free throw line, but that's not the case with J.J. Redick. I mean, he's cash money from the stripe, too.
And both free throws good for Redick.
Yeah, and their free throw shooting has really improved here in the second half.
Mitchell against Bledsoe. Whistle blows, basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Well, I tell you what, really a good-looking young player. Clarkson drives, takes the contact. What I really like about him, he plays with an edge. This is a guy who's trying to prove something all the time.
Steven Adams, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Pelicans leading by 6. There's a minute 47 left to play in the third. Redick for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Redick's got 5.
Great setup right there. Calling for the pick and roll. Redick getting the separation he wanted to keep it and convert.
And it's Mitchell missing.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Redick with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team. Boy, patrolling the paint well, protecting the rim, that's exactly the kind of defensive effort you need against him.
Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now here's Bledsoe. 5 points in the game. Sweet little floater. He has 7.
You know, getting inside and doing damage there really elevates Hart's game, and I like to see him be that kind of all-around threat.
Mitchell against Bledsoe. The drive by Mitchell. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Good work there as it goes.
You know, when Bledsoe is dishing it like this, it makes everybody better. I want to keep seeing him do just this.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. New Orleans on top, up by 16. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. While we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Redick and Ingram fill out the perimeter. Steven Adams is out there with Zion Williamson. And it's Bledsoe in at the point. So that's the group out there for New Orleans.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
And the shot goes down.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Now here's Conley. Favors at the elbow. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
Boy, it is hard work trying to guard Redick because he stays active and is never still. Always on the move.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from the three-point line. It's been a weapon all game.
Yeah, but I also like the balance because they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really like their aggressiveness.
The Pelicans making a switch here. Ball's checked in. Then for the Jazz, Gobert, he's checked in for Favors. O'Neal comes in for George Niang. And Bogdanovic is subbed in for Joe Ingles. Here's O'Neal. He kicks it to Mitchell. Shoots over Redick. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mitchell's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Ball with it. Now guarded by Bogdanovic. Ball no good. Jazz trail by 16. Over in the corner, Conley. Mitchell outside. Shoots over Redick. And it's Mitchell missing.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
Outside Conley. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Conley surveying the D. Tips it up. Conley on the follow. Conley's got 5 points in the quarter.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
New Orleans moving it around. And the dunk by Williamson.
And when Ball has the ball, it's in good hands. He can run the offense, no doubt.
Utah calls timeout. And a lot of talk, Greg, about in-season tournaments in the NBA to spur fan interest. The proposal was tabled for a bit. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, cash prizes for the players and coaching staffs. That always seems like a good idea. I just wonder, Kevin, if they're going to be any cash prizes for the broadcasters.
I hope
now
so.
I think they're on to something. We can get that, you know. But in all seriousness, we see that in soccer, right? And it seems to work well. And I think if it can spur some more interest from fans, then I'd be all for it.
Yeah, the fans love it watching soccer.
And after defending on the shot, he doesn't give up on the play. Follow that straight to the glass for the rebound.
Here's Ingram. Williamson trying to free himself up. Pass to Adams. Here's Redick. Jacks up a 3. Drains the three-pointer. And the Pelicans lead by 21.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Down the stretch of last season, Greg, we saw some teams resting healthy players, even ones out of the playoff hunt. And they got fined. But is the amount, which I think is about $25,000, is that enough to discourage that tactic?
You know, I don't think it is. Not when team revenues are measured in the hundreds of millions. You got to do more to keep them honest. But by the same token, you know, if I got $200 million invested in a guy, I want to protect my investment. And so if I can rest them here or there and prolong their career, I think my organization's all the better for it.
Bogdanovic finds Conley. And here is Mitchell, covered by Redick. Bogdanovic passes to Conley. Back to Bogdanovic. And that one falls, coming off Conley's feet. Conley's got 3 assists in the game. Ingram outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Hey, when Ingram is in attack mode, it forces the defense's hand, literally. Good job drawing the foul.
Brandon Ingram taking 2 shots.
And that one falls for Ingram.
And making the most of their opportunities at the line here in the second half.
Eric Bledsoe's checked in for New Orleans. Both free throws good for Ingram. And it's Mitchell with the ball for Utah. 19-point game. And the foul on Eric Bledsoe. That's his fourth foul of the contest.
And that's his fourth, and no doubt he would have liked to have not gotten it this soon.
And we just got a second look there at the exceptional Mobile 1 block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Here's Conley. Mitchell outside. Passes it to O'Neale. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Williamson outside. Pass to Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Not the last time we'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
And he can't get the first one. And the Pelicans making a change here. Hart's checked in. He hits the second from the line. Greg, the NBA under Adam Silver has been aggressive, looking for ways to enhance the product and attract fans. Where do you fall on that point? Push the envelope or don't rock the boat, or maybe somewhere in between?
I think it might be somewhere in between. These days, people's attentions can be pulled in so many different directions. I think they're smart to not rest on their laurels and to continue to try to evolve. But with that evolution, sometimes it's not going to come over as well as they would like. But I'm a fan of some of the experiments, I should say, that we've tried thus far. And I hope the league continues to push the envelope.
That's a good thought. Here is Conley. Steven Adams making his last shot. Conley dishes to Gobert. Back to Conley. The pass to Bogdanovic. Shot clock at 5. Lets it fly. Conley's shot is off. Pelicans leading by 19. Bledsoe outside. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Williamson's got 9 assists now tonight.
This guy's a big-time gamer. Eric Bledsoe, unstoppable.
Now, here's Mitchell. Conley kicks to Mitchell. Oh, he's going to get hit with his second flagrant foul of the day, and that's the limit. He's out of the game and on his way to the locker room.
I can't believe he wouldn't exercise more control. I mean, knowing he already had 1 flagrant foul, you can't be that reckless when you're on thin ice like he was.
Greg, after his first flagrant, you knew the officials were going to have their eyes on him the rest of the way, and now he'll be making the lonely walk, the walk of shame, back to the locker room. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Free throw drops for Mitchell. Clark, we know guys like LeBron and Michael Jordan will look for any perceived slight as a form of motivation. Was that something that you ever did as a player?
You know, Kevin, I really didn't go down that road. Now, had I played longer at the NBA level, I had a very short NBA career. Maybe I would have approached it that way. If there was a slight or if there was a player that gave you trouble and you needed to get back at him in some way, sure, you'd be motivated by that. But I don't know if I was hunting for bulletin board material. I sought to be intrinsically or self-motivated from the inside as opposed to looking for outside influences to move me forward.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for New Orleans, number 13. Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. 1:06 left in the fourth quarter of this one.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for New Orleans.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And guys, you could almost sense it in the air tonight that they were going to come out and give it everything they had to try and even this season series up at 2 apiece against the Jazz.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zion Williamson.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
Here's Alexander Walker. So we see the Pelicans taking the W here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.